I'm sure many of you have often wondered, who the hell is this guy and why did his video show up in my suggestion list? Then, you might ask yourself, what if this guy likes Nintendo? The next logical question is to ask, just what are his top most 5 played games on that there Nintendo Switch he's got? Well, you're in luck, as that's exactly what I'm here to tell you. So, what are the top 5 most played games on that there Nintendo Switch? Okay, starting off this list and sitting at the 5th most played game is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now, with me being pretty old, I do have fond memories of the original games way back on the Game Boy. I also still play Pokemon Go. Just stop judging me now. These two factors pretty much meant that I was going to love playing through the Kanto region one more time and questing to be the very best like no one ever was. And for me, the game definitely didn't disappoint. The whole nostalgia for Gen 1 made every one of the 40 hours that I took to play through the game joyful and fun. Yes, the game has some questionable choices like the lack of battling wild Pokemon, but this is more than made up for than being able to see all the Pokemon gallivanting around in the wild, and you can just bypass them if you don't need to catch them. This makes those cave sections so much more appealing. Number 4. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know, what can I say about this game that you haven't already heard? Absolutely nothing. As I picked up my Switch day one, it goes without saying that I was going to pick up this game. I've had a mixed history with the Zelda games as a whole. The series has been a bit, hit and miss for me. I've had good times with Ocarina, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, but been very meh about the rest, or just never played them. However, only having this one game on the Switch certainly helped in getting the playtime up for Breath of the Wild. While I can say it's not my favourite game, I have enjoyed my explorations around Hyrule. I think my biggest problem is that other games come along and I stop playing for a while, then can't remember what I was doing. It's that age thing again. That being said, the sheer scope of this game does take your breath away, and it definitely should be tried out if you have a Switch and like a bit of exploring. So, number 3. It's Pokemon again. Pokemon Sword to be exact, and boy did this have some controversy around it. But I loved it, even with the N64 tree. There, I said it. Now yes, I'm a Nintendo fan, and yes, I'm a Pokemon fan, and yes, I'm unbelievably biased. But this was the most fun I've had with a Pokemon game in a long time. Playing on the big screen and seeing the Dynamaxing Pokemon with the gym leader's boss music blaring out, it's just amazing. Plus, we are so close to the first part of the DLC being released that I've stepped back into the Galar region to work on getting my Pokédex before I head out to the Isle of Armor. Although, please bring back Psyduck. Sitting at number 2 of my most played games is Super Mario Maker 2. Loved the original on the Wii. I was the guy that bought one, and I can honestly say I loved this one exactly the same. When I found out there were no mystery mushrooms, I'll admit it wasn't the happiest day of my life, but still, the game is pure joy to play, apart from those stupid troll levels that people want to make. But even the troll levels only really start popping up in the expert and super expert modes, so it's not really a big deal. And you can just skip them anyway. Now, after nearly a year from its original release, and with the free updates we've had, this is definitely one of my favourite games to sit down and play. From the ninja speedruns to the endless challenge, and now whole worlds to take on. This truly is a game that will last forever. Or at least until they turn the servers off. Okay, it's time. We've reached the number 1 most played game on my Nintendo Switch. 4 games in, and we have a pure Nintendo first party lineup. So, I'm sure it comes as no surprise that the number 1 most played game is It's Skyrim. Yep, Skyrim, a non-Nintendo game that I can play on other systems with much better graphics and mods, but the fact that I can play it on the go made this one a must-buy for me. Yes, I own Skyrim on like 4 other systems, but this hasn't stopped me from wanting to put another 200 plus hours in on the handheld version. This is one of my favourite games of all time, just wandering around the whole open world, coming across quests that I've got fond memories of, and still finding things that I've never discovered. Just makes me happy to this day. Can you stop turning my microphone, young lady girl? That's my top 5 most played games on the Nintendo Switch. So what are your top 5 most played? Leave the list in the comments below, and while you're there, hit that like button and subscribe. And till next time, catch you later.